Hello, my dear students. We have been studying about the various displacement reactions. So we have studied a many displacement reaction. Today we are going to see the displacement reaction that takes place between the um, aluminum foils and CuSO4 and the magnesium foil and CuSO4, and we can learn it with a with an activity. So here we have aluminum foils. These aluminum foils I am going to uh, take out for you. So we'll take some aluminum foils out. So here we have the aluminum foils. Here we have the magnesium foils. I have cleaned them for the experiment. These are the magnesium foils or magnesium ribbon. Here we have the aluminum foils. Now I am going to make a solution of copper sulfate for use. So here we have a distilled water. Here we have the cupric sulfate, which is a blue colored substance. You can see it through. This is the blue colored cupric sulfate. To prepare the solution, we will take two test tubes. In these test tubes, we will add water. We have already the distilled water ready with us. So we are going to add distilled water into these two test tubes. Now what we can do is that in both these test tubes, we are going to add some one spatula of cupric sulfate that is available with us. So let us add cupric sulfate. So this is the cupric sulfate we are going to add. We have already added to one test tube. Now we are going to add it to the another test tube, cupric sulfate. Now we need to prepare, or we need to mix this cupric sulfate added to them. So for that we'll use one. You can see that I'm going to mix it well. You can see the blue colored solution. Now I'm going to mix the another one. Let us mix both the solutions so we can have the uniform solution. Now you can see the blue colored solution. So here we have the blue color solution of copper sulfate. Now I am going to add the foils inside them. Here I am going to add the magnesium foil to one test tube. You can see that I have added two magnesium foils to the test tube. I hope you can see. And then I have placed it here. Then I have this aluminum foils. These aluminum foils I am going to add into the another test tube. You can see it very easily. So here we have aluminum foils that we can add. You can see the aluminum foils are being added, and then we wish them to go to the bottom. So this is how we can work on it. Now you can see we have two test tube prepared. You can see the reaction has already been started into this, and you can see some of the copper that is being deposited here. You can see it well. You can see the reaction has already been started, and some of the copper powder has been depositing at the bottom. You can see the copper that has been deposited. Now what should I do, or what will I do? I'll keep this test tube for 1 or 2 days. Let us keep it for 1 day. So for this experiment I have already kept this kind of test tubes for 2 days, and that test tubes I am going to show you. Now you can see those test tubes which we can observe after 2 days, sorry, after 1 day you can say. So this is the condition of aluminum foils after 1 day, and this is the condition of the magnesium foil after 1 day. You can see at the bottom you can easily see this is the copper deposited, and this is the condition of the magnesium foils. And here you can see that aluminum sulfate, aluminum chloride has been already produced, and aluminum foils are there inside the. So now let us check it out and filter it and see what happens. So here we have two let us first filter out the magnesium foil and see what happens. So here we have filter paper, here we have the solution where the magnesium has been added. Now we shall, before doing any kind of let us just mix it well so that we can get the things done. And now we are going to add this to this. So you can see it, I am going to add this solution to this, and let us observe what happens. You can see this copper powder and this magnesium, it's still available with us into the test tube. So we need to add some water to it, or we will add the same again so that we can get it out. We want this solution to come out. So I think now we have enough. Now we'll try to take it out. Now the test tube is almost seems to be vacant, but still we can add some water to it so that all this copper present inside it can come out. We shall add to it, but you can clearly see some of the copper that is present into this test tube. We will see this copper also remains present into the filter paper. Now we are going to do the filtration for our aluminum sulfate. So here we for our aluminum. So here we have this aluminum. I have just mixed it well so that we can get it out well. Then I am going to take one more test tube. This is the test tube on which we will put the funnel, and in funnel we are going to add this solution well. Let us see what happens. See, here in this test tube still aluminum foils are available. These aluminum foils I am going to, or I'll try to keep them out. As I want them to come out, I shall add some water to it. So this is the water that I have added, and again I am going to add this solution to it. You can see the aluminum foils are still present, so that even we can add some water and bring them out. I hope the filtration is done for this particular test tube. This was about the displacement of magnesium with copper sulfate. So let us see here what is present. You can see that these are the magnesium foils as well as the copper sulfate or copper metal is present here. You can see these two are the magnesium foils, but this is what it is, the copper metal, which is available into the powder form. So you can see that the copper metal is being present or it is being displaced. Now we'll see about we'll see the case of aluminium. Let us see what is there, what we can find there. Here we have the foils of aluminium. Let us try to open it. You can see some white colored powder that has been produced. This powder is aluminium sulfate. This white powder is aluminium sulfate, and you can see that these aluminum foils, they have the layer of copper. Let us try to make them dry a little bit. To make them dry, we'll put them into some filter paper so that they can be dried well. The same thing we can do with this copper one even. So let us try to do it. See, this copper is again pushed with the hand so that the water molecules can go away and we can have a pure copper. Now you can see this copper metal available as a powdered copper metal, and you can see here in this we have this aluminum foils covered with copper, and you can see some white substance also has been produced. If we add this to a test tube, see, we are going to add them into a test tube and we shall add some water to it. Let us do the same in some other test tube. Now you can see the color of this this aluminum that has almost turned into copper. So you can see that this aluminum has been turned almost like copper. Now I think you can see it better. You can see that though these were the aluminum foils, they look absolutely covered with copper, and this is how we can say that there is a layer of copper available on these aluminum foils. So these are the aluminum foils which we have added into water so that you can see the copper layer produced on them. This is how we can understand the displacement between the copper sulfate and aluminum foil, and this is what it is for the copper sulfate and magnesium foil. You can see the magnesium foil turned like this, and then we have the powder of copper. If you really go near and see, you can see the copper particle well. I hope you understand it well, that there are so many copper particles available on this filter paper. I hope you can see them. I hope, my dear students, you are enjoying. Happy learning.